Hey, you wanna do some crazy stuff? Off the beaten path in the backwoods of southern Appalachia, whispers of something unknown have echoed for generations. Eerie sightings, strange sounds, and unexplainable encounters. This far-flung location has a history of Bigfoot reports, but could it be more than just stories? Today, we begin a scouting mission to find out. Our goal, to determine if this area has the potential to become a true Bigfoot research hotspot. Are the signs here strong enough to warrant a full-scale investigation that only Hellbent Holler can do? Or will this be just another legend lost to the woods? Let's gear up and head out. Destiny awaits. All right, you about ready?
I'm ready.
Cool, let's go. Today we are out scouting a new area that we came to a few months ago, but we've recently gotten some reports here and found out that there's an old cemetery out here somewhere. So we're out scouting today. Some of the snow has melted, but there's still some out here in these shaded spots and these more remote areas. And we're just doing a scouting mission today to check out a new area that we've barely even scratched the surface on. But we're interested in what we find out here. It is quite remote, it's quiet. There's not a lot of sign of other people out here, so that's good. But we're just gonna go check it out and see what we can find. Woo! Ha Some of these are sheets of ice, huh?
Yeah.
We've gotten a few reports from this area, so we thought today would be a great day to scout. A lot of the snow is melting, but last night it sort of melted and then refroze, so we've got a lot of patches of ice. Right now we're just taking this old closed down Forest Service road, and we're gonna see if we can find an old cemetery that a DNR officer actually told us about. So we're gonna see if we can find this old cemetery up here, check it out. There's been several reports of strange activity going on in this area, so we just want to see if this particular area is viable for us to come out to and investigate. Oh yeah, look at this. This is like a sheet of ice. Check this out right here. All right.
So you got prints of that guy we talked to earlier going in and out with his dog. But there's just one set of boot prints and one set of dog prints. So.
And then that strange print that almost looks like a bare footprint.
Yeah.
Luckily, some of this ice is still here, so if there are prints, they might actually be preserved in some of these patches of ice. This is interesting through here. It's low-lying area, so you're probably gonna have some standing water.
Yeah.
After you have a huge bit of rainfall through here. It's probably just a swamp right down through
Yeah,
there.
from all the melted snow and ice. Yeah, a lot of these low-lying areas are marshy.
Yeah.
Just from all the melted snow and ice.
So this road was paved at one point in time. You can see here the grass, of course, is growing up through it. There was a campground near where I grew up that was similar to this. It was shut off way down the road, and it just had acres and acres and acres of land. They were just shut off and inaccessible. There were these roads just like this that were completely grown up, and it's almost like it's a perfect place for something to hide out in. Because people just don't come down into these areas much anymore. And if they do, they're down here, they might go for a day hike, turn around and leave. So these are pretty much abandoned wilderness areas at this point. Luckily, Joe's got his Garmin GPS with him because on all of my maps, I couldn't find this cemetery. The DNR officer told us about it. We were really interested in checking it out, but I'm going through all of my maps on all of my apps and everything that I have, and I could not find it. Luckily, Joe has some old maps on his Garmin.
There's a bunch of privately downloaded GPS files that are compatible with the Garmin GPS that we have. And people will just put them together, you know what I'm saying? Landmarks that they find and stuff like that that aren't on the official maps. Something like this, Forest Service probably doesn't want to, you know, to really advertise the fact that there's a cemetery back in here. I mean, it's not easy getting back in here, but at the same token, you know.
You don't want to encourage people to come back.
Yeah, it's obviously an old private cemetery that, as this all became public land, they left it. I mean, it could still be maintained and visited, or it could just be completely abandoned. We'll see when we get back in here.
That's why we come out here and check these things out. That's why we're always doing these scouting missions. We do these scouting missions for these areas to check them out, to see, do people come back here? Are these places still visited? And if so, are the people coming back here having experiences? Are they seeing things in these woods? Are they hearing things in these woods? And are they making contact with any sort of high strangeness back in these pretty much abandoned areas?
This used to be a homestead. Someone used to live here.
Yeah.
You got remnants of an old tin roof over here. Watch the step.
Yeah, it's definitely roofing.
How'd you put it to it?
Let's take a look here. Yeah, you've got some old remnants of just some metal roofing. So yeah, Joe's right. This does look like the area that once a homestead once stood. We've really got to get some tetanus shots. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're seeing more indications that there was a homestead back here of some kind. The last surviving remnants of that are here. Could have been part of a hearth, but it goes all along here. Right here. Yeah, for sure. So this kind of thing definitely lines up with a lot of the areas that we investigate. Areas where people have experiences tend to be places where people once lived and they were run out of the area. Want to keep going up the main forest road?
We need to come back here and revisit this place, though. This place has got a strange feel to it.
Absolutely.
It's a beam of some sort.
Yeah. Hey. Did you hear that thud?
I did.
In that direction?
That's where I should go on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look over here.
What?
This terrain's pretty flat. Pretty easy to traverse. It's heavily wooded, though. It'd be a perfect spot for a night investigation.
Yeah.
We could move through here pretty easily.
What is one thing you notice about it back here in terms of the evidence of human?
There's no garbage. There's no cigarette butts. There's no water bottles, soda cans.
Beer cans.
We saw footprints of that guy and that dog going in and out like they told us about. I mean, look back here. It's pristine.
Yeah.
There's nothing back here at all. This old forestry road is gated, so it can be used, but there's no tire tracks back here. It's been pretty wet for the past couple months, so it's traversable, but look over here. Well, is it traversable? It's this giant tree right down the middle.
On the left it is. In the summer, we'll be able to check out the area on the left because it's pine forest.
I'm talking about this road, though. Road's not traversable. That tree's been down for a bit.
Yeah. These roads are confusing. There's so many of these out here. I'm trying to get into this pine that's down. Ugh. Some of these roads are so confusing because they're mislabeled. Some are on my map, some are on Joe's map, so we're just trying our best to... Oh, look at that! Look at this wonderful spot Joe found to get under.
Nice, but not bad. All right.
All right, so we are going to continue on the main Forest Service Road.
Looks like you've got more metal roofing over here.
I bet there were a bunch of houses back here at one point in time.
Yeah.
Ah, this forest is kind of cool. So quiet out here. What?
We're going up elevation, which makes sense for a cemetery.
Yeah. It's so quiet out here. Okay. Looks like there's a fork up here. I gotta tell you, these are some creepy woods through here, aren't they?
Yeah. It's...
Okay, so it splits a bit.
You got some sort of shaped stone over here. I'm wondering if there was a church up here on the hilltop once upon a time.
There might have been a church up here. I don't know. Usually where you find these cemeteries, there's old churches, you know. All right, so we've got one that goes this way. So we just got a straight up split here.
Looks like it's back this way. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole network of old roads that, I guess, from when there were homes back here.
Yeah. A lot of this terrain in this area with these old closed down roads reminds me of the LBL in a way.
Yeah.
Like the Devil's Backbone area.
Well, yeah, you've got closed down peninsulas going onto the water here. A lot of these old That's not paved anymore. It's broken all up, but we got to get to another barricade down here. Yeah, look over here how flat this is.
Yeah.
The trees are a lot more new growth. There was something here once upon a time.
Oh, for sure. Take a look over here. Yeah. Yep. This area is, I don't know, I think this would be perfect to investigate, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
There's so much land back here that's just wild and open and just basically untouched at this point. That's been abandoned for all these years.
This is a wall.
Yeah.
Go up to the left.
Yep, there was something here. This might have been an old campground or something, because look at this. Got an old power junction.
Yes, we do. All right.
There might have been a campground back here.
After they actually took the land and made it public?
Or is this a shut down campground? Are we looking at something like they have in the LBL?
I don't know.
We're gonna have to dig into that. Yeah. Because why would they shut down a campground near like a pristine, beautiful lake like this? You know?
Take my camera. It's a little awkward.
I'm gonna kill mine real quick. Hand.
Okay. All right.
Huh.
This is elevated and flat.
Yeah.
Right here.
Maybe there weren't homes back here. Maybe this was a recreation area.
Well, I mean, there was a cemetery here, so obviously once upon a time.
That's true, that's true.
There was a...
Of course, you got the same thing at the LBL.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there could have been homes here taken by... Government takes the land, turns it recreational. Weird stuff starts happening. Budget cuts, whatever. They close down the recreational portion of it. You've got old, early 20th century glassware back here. These were homes back here. These were homes, and then they probably put in a campground or something like that, and now that's been shut down.
That is an old brick right there. Those are handmade bricks. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Looks like we got a lot of digging to do into this area.
Yeah.
Into the history of the area. What was here?
Why it's shut down?
Yeah. All right, I need your GPS.
This one. All right.
Bear off right.
Yep. To your right. Jess, we've got a big foundation up here to your left.
Yeah, you got trees over here. I mean, not trees, you've got blocks over here. Yeah, you do have something over there. Yeah, well, that's the cemetery up there.
Yeah, yeah.
What is this? What's happening here? Look at this. These are old bottles.
Yeah.
These are really old bottles.
Something's making a bottle tree.
Yeah.
Out of some old glassware.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well,
it's not what I was expecting. It's just an old family cemetery, it looks like.
yeah. I see a Mason symbol on one of those.
Yeah, a couple of them actually.
Yeah. Let's go check this out. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, why is this one outside of the main walls? Why is this tomb outside of the main walls?
These are not the sort of cemeteries that you usually find. So outside the main wall, there's a very old tomb.
1810 is when this person was buried, it looks.
Outside the wall.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
Yeah, that's...
Witch's grave? A lot of times they wouldn't bury suspected witches or people that were suspected of being involved in the cult on hallowed ground. The family would, if they had enough pull, would get them buried right outside of it.
Yeah.
1933. Some of them are just unfinished stone. Some of them are very, very ornate and costly.
This is such a long inscription. That is a very long inscription.
1913.
Well, I mean, they had plans for more burials here, obviously.
Yeah, everything's kind of
Or...
pushed towards the one side here.
Yeah. I want to check this one out over here.
Some of them are extremely small and weathered.
See if there's any kind of inscriptions on this one. Yeah. This is probably the earliest of the graves here, I'd say. I can't even see the death date on this one. Early 1880s, I'd say.
I say let's keep exploring some of these other roads. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we
This
should.
bears some night investigation, though.
For
This is
sure.
perfect terrain for this.
Prefer.
Old homesteads, forgotten cemetery. The terrain, everything like that is just completely perfect.
I agree. We could come out here and see if we can try to make contact, maybe get some answers, maybe find out some more about the area, see if anybody here is willing to talk to us.
Beautiful little lonely place.
Yeah.
The one outside the wall, though, is extremely odd. Obviously,
Very
they
odd.
didn't lack for space. And if this was the, I don't know. The reason why I said what I said earlier is near us. There's a place. There's a grave called the Witch's Grave that local lore talks about. Basically, that she went to New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
She was involved in witchcraft and the occult. She died in New Orleans. Her family was pretty well off, and they brought her home. The church authorities would not allow her to be buried on hallowed ground. So the family had some influence, so they got her buried right outside, like literally right on the other side of the line, like the line of hallowed ground versus unhallowed ground.
Yeah.
Boundary line, I guess you'd call that, right outside the boundary line.
Yeah.
And
this sticks out to me for
this
sure.
just sticks out insane amount.
God, look at this. What a cool place though, huh?
Yeah. Very much reminds me of the LBL.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
And nobody really talks about this area too much through here either. We ran into a game warden who was kind of shocked to see us. Wanted to know what we were doing and basically make sure that we weren't down here hunting. And he seemed a little kind of taken aback to see people down here. But there's just an old network of these roads back through here that this once upon a time, as you can tell, is a pretty nice road. It's these little forgotten areas like this that just seem to be focal points for strange activity. What do you got?
A cactus.
What do you got?
A cactus.
The hell?
Yeah. A cactus. That's a...
Prickly pear.
Yeah, there's another one here, and there's another one here.
What the heck?
I don't know.
That's bizarre.
Yep, look, right
That's
here.
something that you don't see every day. Are those the flowers, the buds?
That's the fruit. Yeah, that's the fruit.
All right, that's officially just kind of strange.
It is. We're heading down this whole closed down road here, and we are not seeing any signs of any people around here. As of right now, we've not found any modern trash whatsoever, or anything like that. So there's no signs that people really come down here at all. But we're walking down this road, and Joe noticed something a little peculiar, didn't you, Joe? All right, let's see what we got here. Joe just noticed this here. So it's got red clay mud on it. So it was dug up. It is a piece of quartz.
Flat as a damn board on one side of it there.
It was dug up completely out of the ground because it has mud caked all the way around it.
Look how flat it is on that one side, though.
Yeah.
That's unusual.
Both sides here. But it was just on top of this cut stump there.
Put it back to... Yeah.
There you go. Interesting. All right.
Weird. Could be something, could be not.
Let's make note of it. And keep moving on. So Joe, what do you think about this area so far? What do you think about it? Do you think that it's viable for an investigation area? I mean, we have several accounts from this area.
Absolutely. We need to look more, and nobody really talks about this area that much.
Oh, I didn't know it existed.
And obviously there were homesteads here once upon a time. There may or may not have been, and I'm going to go back. We found that area earlier that we thought might have been remnants of a campground. Same thing at the LBL, though. We're finding garbage from the early 1900s.
Yeah.
They would have cleaned that up if it was a
Well,
campground.
not early 1900s. Probably, you know, we're finding garbage from probably the 1960s through the early 1970s. And then we're finding remnants of homesteads from the early 1900s.
Some of that glass was like early 19th century,
Yeah.
1920s, 1930s.
Yeah.
So some of those glass bottles were very, very, very old. That's just a ballpark estimate. So,
but nothing modern, right?
nothing modern. So you always get into this. I mean, obviously this road, once upon a time, you can see was maintained, but there's trees down all the way over it. We're finding patches of snow. Obviously this has just been here for 3 days, but no footprints, anything, no garbage. So you run into areas like this that you go, was it just a budget cut that they just gated it off and then just left it? I mean, that happens, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times in areas like that, you see people come in and just trash it, you know what I'm saying? Now, it is a little difficult to get back to here on foot, not the terrain-wise, but the distance. I don't know, but it's interesting, you know what I'm saying? Any of these spots that have just been kind of like gated off and like just forgotten about,
Left to rot.
usually end up having something going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
see if we can make it
See
down.
water down through the trees on our left.
Down to the shoreline from here. This is just a scouting mission. We're not planning on being out here too late tonight. We will definitely be here for dusk. It seems like in these areas we experience weird things at dusk. We hear strange noises. Seems like the forest comes alive at dusk. So we're gonna see if that happens out here. We have a pretty good track record of that happening in a lot of our research areas. So we're gonna see if that happens out here. According to Joe's GPS, we're headed to an old shut down boat ramp because this area actually butts up against a beautiful, pretty pristine lake that doesn't have any development around it. So we're gonna head down and check out this shut down old boat ramp and get a look at the lake itself and just see what it looks like out here. And then we're gonna hike back out of this area.
Get out of here before the roads freeze.
Yeah, get out of here for the roads freeze and hike out at dusk and see if we hear anything or catch anything.
Every time I see what I think is trash, it ends up just being debris of the forest, ice, anything.
There's
Pretty
been nothing
pristine
back here. This is old blacktop that's just being broken apart by the forest. A few years from now, you'll probably see some saplings coming up through. Which way?
Yeah. Whoa, that is
Beautiful.
as pristine as you can get. Can you get that up?
Ow, no.
All right, just leave it.
Ooh, I really tore my hand.
Did you cut yourself?
Yeah, I did, pretty bad.
All right, just don't leave it. Do you need a bandage?
Hey, you wanna do some crazy stuff? Hey, are you filming?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Bleeding.
Well, hold on. Stop. Oh, Jesus, Jesse.
There you go.
All right, so Jesse just left her blood on this piece of quartz.
All right, you got your,
And then we wonder why. I'm going to give you a napkin here.
all right, okay.
And then we wonder why there's weird stuff happening at our house, why weird stuff follows us. Get bored. How do I do this? So there was some structured recreation stuff going on back here
Yeah.
once upon a time.
I mean, allegedly there's a boat ramp at the end of this road.
Well, this
so-
is obviously paved in order to get trailers down.
Yeah. What happened here?
I don't know. So here's the thing. These areas get shut down sometimes for no rhyme or reason. Sometimes our theory is it's because it's weird stuff going on and they want to kind of limit access to it. Bigfoot, Dogman, paranormal stuff. Other times it might just get shut down simply because of something mundane like a budget cut. They can't afford to keep it open and maintain it, so they shut it down. But then if there wasn't weird stuff going on before, that's when the weird stuff moves in. So just because it got shut down for a budget cut does not preclude it from having strange, anomalous phenomena going on. Boy, I'm telling you this though, this is the best of all possible worlds right now. We've got blacktop that is covered with about 2 or 3 inches of just forest stuff, pine needles, leaves, old branches, pine cones. It's level and it's clear and it's soft to walk on. This is amazing. Right? So.
All right, so as we make our way down this hill, I want to ask you, Joe. I got you in here. There we go. Joe, or not. There you go. How mad do you think everybody's gonna be that I put my blood on that piece of quartz?
I'm not really worried about everybody else. I'm worried about me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That's why. And then we wonder why, oh, we're hearing weird stuff in the house. Oh, we just have these sudden, like, runs of bad luck that are, like, inexplicable. So.
Who knows? Who knows? It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Oh.
So back to my bingo card. Peninsula, lots of water. Old abandoned cemeteries.
Quartz.
Let's get into that. Old homesteads, land that has been forcibly taken a couple of times at least now. And large quartz deposit.
Hold on. Get ready to come around this corner. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Prepare yourself.
But anyway, large quartz deposits. A lot of stuff going on out here. And Bigfoot reports that we're getting. Whoa!
I told you. Look at this. This place is absolutely just beautiful and pristine wilderness.
Got some waterfowl going across the water ahead.
Yeah, I see them.
Wow. Just wow.
Look at the moon.
Is that a full moon tonight?
Looks like it.
Yeah, here's the old.
What an incredible place. We're out here at this old boat ramp. I was kind of getting some shots of the water and this beautiful, just pristine coastline. This boat ramp's been abandoned for a very long time, but I was out here, and the way these coves are, I was just making some crazy noises as usual, and there's Joe in the background there. My voice is echoing from cove to cove, and Joe goes, "What'd you say?"
Cove to Cove AM.
Cove to Cove AM. So actually I'm going to do it again. Let's see if we can hear it. We ready? All right. It went like to 5 spots. There you go. There's my contribution to the hooting and the hollering to make contact. So the sun's about to go down. We're getting into dusk now. We're pretty far out here right now, so we're going to start hiking back because that temperature is going to drop a lot when the sun goes down. And the roads are going to ice back up because they're not quite dry yet. There's still ice out there, so we want to make sure that we get home safe. So we're going to go ahead and start the hike out of here. But this is a very, very wild and beautiful place. We're really excited to start investigating here, I think. We're going to see what happens on this hike out during dusk. But so far, and I don't know if you can see this behind me, but you can see it. That is a full moon just reflecting off the lake behind me. That is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful out here. Even if nothing happens, we don't find anything, just coming out and seeing these places like this and being out here and being in the quiet and being in nature is just worth every minute of it. And getting to see a beautiful full moon at sunset over this pristine lake. Chef's kiss. All right, we're going to head back up this old forestry road and try to get back to the truck before the sun goes all the way down. And we're going to keep our eyes open and our ears a-listening and see if anything happens out here. We're about to leave this area right here by this boat ramp, and Joe has found.
It's not. Let's see it. It's not. It looks a lot like a damn footprint.
It does.
There's the grass is pushed down into the mud. About my size 12. And
narrow though.
It is narrow. Well, no, it's not really narrow. That's just the grass is here. So you're looking at bigger than my size 12.
Yeah, you can see it with your foot on there.
Yeah. Most of the grass has been mashed down. That piece in the middle is kind of poking back out. That's extremely interesting. Right foot. Holy guacamole.
Do you have another?
You've got it. This is wetter through here. It's drier here. I can't do it. It's right here.
What is that?
First piece of human presence we've seen all day long.
What is it?
It's a hat.
Whoa.
Look, this keeps going back up through here. Look, you can see it. Holy crap. Whatever it is goes right past this boulder to the right and up.
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird.
Right at dusk too, of course.
That's not a person. Person couldn't do that. I couldn't right now. If I took my pack off, I couldn't walk up that side right there.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. We need to get moving. We need to get out before the roads freeze.
Yeah, let's go. Shh. Do you hear that?
I did. Should I get geared up for night just in case?
There it goes again. Well, you got something going on. You might want
I need to go and get geared up.
Let's do it. We're going to be out here for a bit. We got a ways to go. That was a... Woo! We heard two of them in the distance. Huh?
Pretty freaking impressive sound.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of adds to so far everything we found out here today.
So it's been pretty quiet up until then.
Yeah. Keep hearing that weird thudding in the distance too.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
That was pretty close this time.
Yeah. It's full moon, looks like the sun in the distance. It's so bright.
Oh, we're good.
All right. Since we heard a couple of yells, howls in the distance, whoops. Since we heard that, we're going to go ahead and get everything kind of going for night. We've still got a little distance to go to get out of here.
All right, I got my hour ready to go.
Sun's setting behind us there.
We're good.
All right, we're going to keep moving and just keep an ear out.
I'm gonna go ahead and start running.
Yeah, I think you should try to just run the whole way out. Right.
Oh, I'm gonna...
We're going to do our hike out with night gear set up and...
All right, we're recording. I'm on just low light mode right now.
Yeah.
And I'll turn to night vision here in a bit.
It's actually our first time out here at night, so we're not quite sure what to expect. We were not planning on being out here too late. What?
I'm gonna go and go to night vision.
Okay. We were not planning on being out here too late because the roads are going to ice up and it's going to be very dangerous for us to try to get out of here. So we're going to try to get out of here as quick as we can. But we want to make sure we're documenting the whole way as well.
All right, let's go.
I heard that thumping again.
Yeah. All right.
That was pretty wild.
Yeah, very wild. All right.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
This is one of the probably creepiest forests we've ever been in. And what's weird about it is we've not experienced too much out here, but I've just got a very weird sensation. I've got a weird feeling. I'm nervous. It's foreboding. We've got a full moon, so we're just gonna quietly get out of here, get back to the truck, and try to get out of here before those roads freeze back up.
As we wrap up this scouting mission, one thing is clear. This remote forest holds immense potential as a Bigfoot research hotspot. The signs we've uncovered, unusual sounds, strange footprints, vast forgotten wilderness, and evidence that something is interacting with the environment and the human relics left behind in a bizarre way, suggest that we're only scratching the surface. With each visit, the mystery deepens and the evidence grows. This is just the beginning. Future expeditions will drag us further into the unknown, where every turn could bring us closer to uncovering the truth. Stay with us, because this place is shaping up to be one of the most promising Bigfoot investigation sites yet. And the deeper we go, the stranger it gets, in the eerie woods and on the idyllic shores of Blackthorn Lake.